So the periodic table is organized into periods and groups. Periods are the horizontal rows. Groups are the columns, up and down. And what we're going to do is together we're going to do 1C, so you can see how it's done, and then we're going to do the next page so that you don't have to wait and wait and wait, okay? But let us go and find the element that is in group 2 and period 3. So you would need to get your periodic table. So to make sure you have your yellow periodic table out, is there anyone who needs one? Anyone need a periodic table? We're good? All right. So let's go to group 2. So groups go up and down. And the groups are numbered. So this is group 1. This is group 2. Okay, and if you wanted group 15, this over here would be group 15. Okay, so everything up and down in that column is group 15. Yes? Well, groups, let me see if I can be a little more clear on that. Groups go up and down. Yeah? So, and then a period, this would be period 1, and period 1 only has 2 elements in it, but it goes across like that. So the periods go left to right, and the groups go up and down. Does that clarify? Good stuff. Okay. So we wanted group 2 and period 3. If you want to make this part easier for yourself, you could number your periods 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Don't worry about the 2 at the bottom. We'll deal with those later. Okay? They're a funny little area unto themselves. All right? So if we wanted group 2, so here's group 2. So we're going to go down group 2 until we get to period 3. And when we get there, that is magnesium. So what we would do then is we would fill in magnesium. If you prefer, if you don't want to write out the whole name, you could just write the symbol. And if you recall, the symbol always starts with a capital letter. And it is followed by a lowercase. So MG. So it's up to you. You can write the symbol or you can write the whole word. Okay? After we've gone through a couple more things, I'm gonna let you do those on your own. Whoops. Now we're going to go to this next page, 68. And there are 3 types of elements. June, you want to get your book out? Your book? You left your book at home. Okay, I'm going to lend you one. Okay. Okay. So, metals are all the light blue area. Now for you, it probably doesn't look light blue. It just looks like a shade of gray, yes? But you can still label it. These are the metals. If you would like to grab yourself a highlighter and highlight all the metals one color, please feel free to do that. There are highlighters at the back of the room. I'll give you a minute to just go grab some highlighters if you want them. pink ones are nonmetals. You can do it on the yellow one, or you can do it on here. It's really up to you, okay? So we have our metals, we have our nonmetals, and then we have this third category, which are called the metalloids. Okay, so metalloids. And then what you're going to do is, on your periodic table, you're going to find these elements. Now, let me tell you, if you have trouble finding an element, if you're like, I do not know where iodine is, let's do iodine together to make it easier for you. Okay, so we're going to go to our periodic table. And we're actually going to go to the back of the periodic table, because that's going to let us look up in alphabetical order iodine. Okay, so here is iodine. And the thing you're going to look up about iodine is you're going to say it is number 53. Then you can flip back to the front page and you can say, okay, hydrogen is number 1. And then we have helium is number 2. And then they just continue on across. Then it goes, second row goes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need to go further down to get to number 53. So let's go down. Oh, there's 53 right there. Okay, so that's how you can find it. If you look at the front and you can't find an element right away, that's how you can find it. Look on the back. Okay, look up its number. It's that first number without a decimal. And then you can say, where is iodine? Iodine is over on the right-hand side. On the right-hand side, are those metals or are those non-metals? Those are non-metals. So you're going to write down that iodine is a non-metal. Okay, and then we're going to do the next one as well. So now on to page 69. I know, so many funny numbers today. Oh my gosh, what can we do? All right, group number 1, which on here is in red, okay? But group number 1 is called the alkali, A-L-K-A-L-I, metals. Group 2 is called the alpha. See, it starts the same way, alka. And it's actually all the same, all the way up to there. It starts out alkali, but then we put an N-E on the end, alkaline. So the only thing that's different is we add an N-E on the end. It's group 2, and it has 2 extra letters. That might help you remember that that's the one that gets the 2 extra letters. Group 2 has 2 extra letters. But it's not just alkaline, it's called the alkaline earth metals. So it has 2 extra letters. It also has an extra word. Did you learn these last year? No? Okay. So this is new. Right, now in the middle of the periodic table, groups 3 through 12, 3 all the way to 12, those are called transition metals. And then groups 13, 14, and 15, we don't have names for them. There are names actually, but they're really weird and nobody ever uses them. And in fact, not group 16 either. So there's really no name for 13, 14, 15, 16. Group 13 starts with the element boron, so sometimes we'll call it the boron group. This one starts with carbon, so sometimes we'll call it the carbon group, but you don't need to know that. You just need to know that they don't have names. Group 17, however, is called the halogens. So like a halo, and then gens, halogens. And finally, group 18 is called the noble gases. Okay, so those are our halogens and our noble gases. Now remember I said I would tell you about these 2 down at the bottom? The top ones, let's actually go to our periodic table for a second, because there's a clue to their name. So if we go way down here and we look at element number 57, okay, down at the bottom, if we look at element number 57, its name is lanthanum, and if we just take off the this whole row of metals are called the lanthanides. So if we take off the those are called the lanthanides. See if you can tell your partner what you think the name of the row starting with actinium is. What would those be called? They are called the actinides. So back on here, we can fill those in. We have our lanthanides, lanthanides, and we have our actinides. So if we wanted to say find copper, okay, so if we wanted to see what group is copper in, where would you go? Probably either you can just find it on your periodic table, which is great if you can do that. But if you're stuck and you're looking at your periodic table and you're like, I do not see copper. You're looking, I cannot find copper. If you can find it, that's great. But if you can't, flip it over, go to C for copper, and look up its number. It is number 29. Once you've done that, you can flip back to your periodic table and say, where is number 29? Well, we've got 25, 26, 27, 28. Here is 29. There's copper. It's in that middle section, okay, the very middle section of the periodic table. So we go back here and we say, what is that middle section of the periodic table called? Those are called the transition metals. So this is a transition metal. All right, and then finally, I think this is finally on page 70. There's another way of organizing the groups. And these are sort of bigger categories, okay? We have groups 1 and 2, along with groups 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And all of those ones, 1 and 2, and all of these ones, 13 through 18, those are called the main group elements. You guys already know what the middle section of the periodic table is called. See if you can tell your partner what is that middle section of the periodic table called. What do we call these guys in here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What do we call those? Those are the transition metals. Thank you very much. Excellent. Transition metals. And then down at the bottom, once again, we have our inner transition metals. And I did not leave enough room, so I'm going to put metals here. Metals. And again, you'll use your periodic table to go through and figure out which each belong to. So you're going to start on page 67 and go up to page 70. Thank you so much. Beautiful. You know what? I'll take a look at them before we do that, so just in case. Because sometimes I change my mind on how something's marked. If there's anyone else who wants to show me their homework, please make sure you come up and do that. The homework was 58, 59, 64 to 66. Hi. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice.
64,
Yep.
65,
66, good. and then 58, 58, 59. Beautiful, thank you, nice. Hmm.
Okay, I did page 64 to 66.
Okay, good. And then did you do the
I do not.
Let's check.
No.
No, okay, so I'm gonna give you half for now, and then you can do this one, and yeah. Beautiful.
And then
Yeah, lovely, thank you so much. Hello, wonderful. Yes. There you go. Sorry. Awesome, thank you.
oh, at the moment, very nice.
Okay,
Yeah, here it is.
okay, so what I'll do is I'll give you like a 7 for now, you can finish off and show me the rest for a full 10.
Still not it?
Huh?
Still not it?
Well, you only had done part of that one, right?
Where's this one?
So that needs
It's
doing.
not labeled. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then, and then these ones, you're going to want to label them with, yesterday we finished them off with,
geez, I'm
if it's physical, then you're going to decide, is it mixing, is it separation, or is it one of the phase changes?
You know what? I'm just off that with me. What is
Okay,
it? Spence.
hi,
I think this period table is wrong.
okay, what's wrong?
I don't know which one's right. So, it's the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm stupid. Sorry.
No, you're not stupid. Hang on, this might.
Yeah.
Well, what's happening here? So you got
It's in
thing?
the third.
Yeah,
This one's in the.
what the heck? Oh, this should be up. Yeah, it should be up one.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for noticing that. I gotta fix that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that looks great.
This
And then that one, that looks good. Thank you. Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Those are the ones that I forgot to show you.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Hi.
58, 59,
All right.
64.
Beautiful. Thank you, Samuel.
I will. Once you done, I'm gonna shoot. I will. I'll see how the if I don't hear, if I'm not gonna be able to do the after right?
Crash out.
I'm gonna crash out. Okay, if I can't.
Hi. So I have 66. So what's it?
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yes. So gross. It's one part.
There's the one up there. Probably the glass. Grass. Glass. The green grass. I am done my work. Did it. Okay. Maybe you finish your food.
I don't want to. Isn't Jokic not our I think he has like one game. It's one more game with them. Yeah. Yeah, he will get out. How can you beat Kobe and just being called that? Well, I must have such a first time. I was on that. That's it's not hesitating. You have to yeah, well, you don't get it says it calls you not actually like they're all right. SGA is gonna be a 2-pound FD, 2 pound. Everyone it is bad. I mean, I'm off the oh yeah, you make the fun of what most things about things. Like what's the number one option? Cookies? What? No, what is the option? That or toss is too much for that. Cause I go.
Actually, do you want to show it today? Why not? No.
I'll just tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
And you do it all. And also.
Okay.
7.
Yeah. Beautiful, thank you. Oh,
And so see.
Stop, thank you. Oh, excellent. Beautiful. Thank you.
On my phone.
No.
Talk to me with the update.
Well, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, thank you.
Okay, so I just finished this.
Wonderful. Awesome, thank you.
80 to 82.
80 to 82. That's more homework, yeah. Hello. I'm back. Most of you are done and we still have 20 minutes of class. So I'm going to give you some time to work on 80 to 82 as well. 80 to 82. So first finish those ones and then 80 to 82. Tomorrow we'll watch a video about it, okay? 80 to 82. So 80 and 81 are reading, and then the questions are on page 82. Ooh, I gotta turn this thing off. All right. Very nice. Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much, Carl.
Oh, the elementary school one? Wait, that would be tough. Yeah, like retake it, like don't do anything. I want everyone on my. Yeah, I'll tell that. Well, I will. We will only tell that. Yeah, but we'll make it. If you get that, yeah, but we're only gonna. Okay, fine, fine. Wait, what about Sora? What's Sora? Can we like tell one person? Yeah, one person. Yeah, we could go on stage. Not you even go on, like you make. You really like. Yeah. Oh yeah. When they're the same. Yo, this is that cool. And like, and then to your family. That was your whole thing. However, I think see what they always thought we thought about that. If you don't know, so we okay, so before I go, I work at and then we went gosh like what 15 minutes outside they had like a giant before I walked back there to sell and he had a porch. And basically, as soon as I was like, what I was like, hi. And then, like, the house. And then I got a class with the other rangers. I was like, no, that's not like, breaking back. Also, your mom took them. Actually, yeah. That's what I like, like that. That's really so down here. How let's go. Yeah, we should definitely have some like the question. Are you sure we can't help? Any support or definitely friendly. But I'll say everything was actually like however I don't know that was really scratchy. Our voice broke by the way. No, like on page says like
Hello. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you.
But I got, but now they're like,
Yes.
I don't know what your phone. There's like four. Like you're right.
Hi.
Why'd you give me this?
That's what you're missing. That's homework that you haven't done. Or you haven't shown me. Maybe because you were away?
No. Okay. Actually, no. Sorry.
That was March 10th.
I have done it.
Yes. You just have to show it.
You don't load you.
Hello, Ben. Again.
Next up, I love this. I hate Tuesdays so much. Great. Oh, real. I like this. So I was thinking Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, God, God, shut up. You shut up.
No, seriously, I do the one the main house.
Wonderful, thank you.
Same as last time.
Oh, we were last time. Yeah, it's been spotting you.
You're
happy?
Okay.
Pardon me? Okay. Yeah, you can, yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Bro, where are all of it? What do you mean the whole entire line here? Where are you?
Huh? I'm feeling what I'm feeling.
Really?
Yeah, true. What are you talking about?
That's my name.
Folks, if you want to start right away, if your phone is in the Cell Hotel,
Oh, so that's.
The Style
Are
Hotel.
we gonna start right
you
now?
can start landing.
I need to find my phone. Actually, what's my seat? That's pretty kind of, you know.
Do we need something here?
Huh?
Do we need something like this?
Yeah, there is. I'm not gonna.
There's not gonna be? Oh, okay. said like she is like in mode like. There you go.
For question 4, it should say equilibrium is, I think. Yeah, equilibrium is, not equilibrium in. Well, yeah, but I'm gonna write that up here anyway, and then I'll get back to you, okay? Number 4, equilibrium is not equilibrium in.